Also, we will have a hotline number later for you if you have been sexually assaulted at the Ellen DeGeneres program, which everyone that has ever worked there has apparently been goosed in the dressing room at the Ellen DeGeneres. What is going on at Ellen? She's out there dancing, and in the back, it's a free-for-all, apparently. It's the Marquis de Sade is running around the dressing room at Ellen, terrifying the employees. I thought she was just a bitch. That's what I thought. I know people that know her, but apparently it's not that. There's sexual deviants running around, and they're making people feel uncomfortable. They're sick. Get up how many people have been sexually assaulted at Ellen. I won't stand for it. I won't stand for this anymore. Do I like the show more now? That's the question. Do I like it more now that I know that Ellen DeGeneres has been running a rape room in the back of her fun, positive show? I mean, more trouble at the Ellen DeGeneres show. Former employees make sexual misconduct allegation. Dozens of former Ellen DeGeneres show employees accuse multiple executive producers of sexual misconduct, harassment, and assault. Wow. DeGeneres apologized as an ongoing internal investigation into toxic workplace allegations revealed deficiencies related to the show's day-to-day management. Nearly a dozen former employees accused head writer and executive producer Kevin Lehman of sexual misconduct, including groping, making sexually explicit comments, and behaving inappropriately at a company party. Well, it's a party. While Lehman said he denied any kind of sexual impropriety. Multiple former employees accused executive producer Ed Glavin of being handsy with women and leading the team by creating a culture of fear and intimidation, though Glavin did not comment. 36 former employees independently corroborated incidents of sexual misconduct. 36 employees at Ellen, the friendly show where the woman dances. In China, they don't even call it, they call it Dancing Lady in China. Yeah. So 36 former employees at Dancing Lady have been sexually assaulted. And I'm not trying to make light of that, although it is my job to, and also I am. But the point is, I'm not making light of the sexual assault. I'm making light of the fact that while it's going on, Ellen is bringing out sloths to make Kristen Bell giggle. You expect that type of stuff at certain environments. Fox News, I don't even think there were 36 people at Fox News. And Roger Ailes was just running around grabbing blondes and throwing them out of windows for months. That guy ran that place with an iron fist. I mean, Bill O'Reilly was just taking women's head and holding them in fish tanks, and you still didn't get to 36 women. Bill O'Reilly paid like $38 million to somebody. God only knows what that guy did. What did you do to someone and pay him $38 million? Kill them? I mean, that's the type of settlement you get when you murder somebody. And still, I don't believe, and I could be wrong, but I don't believe they had 36. I mean, it's wild. And you know they complained to Ellen about it. They were like, Kevin got a little handsy, or Ed got a little handsy with me. And, she just looked at them with that stone face because she's in the CIA. And she's an asset. Who is the Jorge Campos? Jorge Ramos? Yeah. Jorge Campos. I do this all the time. Jorge Ramos, a guy at Univision. Campos, the only guy to meet Stephen Paddock, goes and is interviewed on Ellen. It's a little weird. Couple that when she's sitting next to George W. Bush and they're yucking it up about all their fun days at Abu Ghraib. And she's, there's all kinds of emails that came out where, Hillary Clinton's on the show promoting, whatever war that she wants to have on a Wednesday afternoon. And Ellen goes, come on in. I'll work you in between the dance and the Kristen Bell sloth, and you can tell us why we got to bomb Syria, hell. Come on in. Come on down. And in the back, we're going to have women running for their lives. That's why Hillary looked so comfortable on the show, because behind the scenes, you could hear the screams of women being muffled. Help! That's why you got to dance, and they turn the music up so you don't hear, help! That's the official sign of the Ellen DeGeneres show. Help! You know, Ellen looked at them with that stone-cold wolf-like face she has, and she was like, fucking dance. And the girls are like, what? And Ellen goes, dance. And they had to go. Ellen was a trailblazer. She came out on her ABC sitcom, which also sucked. But she came out, and that was good. I applaud that. And then she joined the CIA. That I don't love. And then she did a show where she danced, engaged in inane, meaningless horseshit conversation. And behind the scenes, people were being chased around with hammers. So she's gone quite full circle. She did suffer a lot of discrimination when she came out of the closet. And apparently that sat with her. And she said, what if we just set up a daytime talk show, and in the background, we'll have Abu Ghraib. It's a regular Abu Ghraib in the Ellen DeGeneres dressing room. You got dogs, people naked, stacked together. Get up Abu Ghraib photos right now. This is what's going on at Ellen. This is what's going on in the back of Ellen. Abu Ghraib torture. Hit image. Okay. Bring that up. These are the segment producers at Ellen. If you're a segment producer at Ellen, this is how it works out for you. And then your parents call you and they're real proud of your big LA job. And you go, yeah, Mom. There they are. Go back. Go get the guy with they're electrocuting the guy. Look at this. Yeah, this, by the way. Yeah. That's an intern at Ellen that came in late. That's an intern at Ellen that got stuck in traffic on the 405. And you know Ellen walks by that and says nothing. She walks by it and says nothing because she's got to go sit in a chair and do a jig with Dick Cheney. Henry Kissinger's coming on. They're going to do the Charleston. What's going on over there? I want answers, God darn it. She's never had me on. What a fun interview. Let's practice the interview. You be Ellen. We come out, we dance, we sit right down.
Okay. Hey, thanks for doing the show.
Hey, how are you? There's like 3 people being raped in the back. You know about that?
No, I have no idea.
Oof. All right, anyway. So I have a podcast called The Tim Dillon Show. So I want to get into this, too. I want to get into this because this is a show with a lot of serious matters, and I don't want to kid around anymore. You can get this off. By the way, can you imagine? By the way, hey, QAnon, where were you? Did you care? Did anyone care about this? Did anyone care about this when we brutally tortured people? Many of them were innocent. Did that bother anyone? By the way, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's the United States government, by the way. That's the United States government, designed by top down by Cheney, Rumsfeld, the whole crew, in league with psychologists Mitchell and Jessen. We took people, many of them off we grabbed them off a battlefield. Maybe they were terrorists, maybe they weren't, maybe they were confused kids, and then we sent them to black sites, shipped them all over the world, and tortured them. So, again, that's not Chrissy Teigen doing that. That's your government.
Not to toot my own horn, but I got in front of a movie that was sitting on the shelf and got it off the shelf. I got it off the shelf. I went and I leaked the trailer on Rogan.
Why was it on the shelf?
There's all the fucking shit going on with fucking Putin.
Right.
And everyone was scared. I mean, like, I shouldn't say this because I know that even now people will be like, but everyone was nervous that it may be received negatively. I said, it's not about that. It's a good fucking movie.
It's a funny movie.
It's a fucking action comedy that has nothing to do with politics.
Yeah, it's not called Bert Kreischer Invades the Ukraine.
Yeah.
It's a fucking movie about a story you've been telling on stage forever. But people were like, yeah.
When all that shit happened down, I remember people going, so are you going to be able to tell the machine on stage again? And I was like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't think my fans are.
Now, no one cares.
Yeah.
We're all a little sick of this, by the way.
Yeah.
Wrap this shit up. We've had enough.
Yeah. And so I got that off the shelf. They wanted to do the announce. I said, let me do it. I did the announce. This went viral. I said, let me take control of getting. They gave me the trailer. I said, let me take control of getting that spread out.
Yeah.
We had, I shouldn't say numbers, but we had a resounding effect with that trailer within 24 hours. Same thing with Razzle Dazzle. I did Razzle Dazzle. I took control of all the BTS. I took control of all the marketing. I took control of everything.
BTS, explain what BTS
behind
means.
Behind the scenes.
Gotcha.
So I have a film crew that comes with me and shoots everything.
Yeah.
And then in that process, we shot the announce, the trailer, and we did all the editing. We did all that. And then, so that's the business I want to be in is like just covering my business. I don't need to be the studio. I don't need to be the director. I want everyone around me that's the best. But when it comes to like the little bullshit jobs around me, I want to be running all those.
Yeah.
And I think there's people that are even better than me that can do even more than that. But that's where I know I'm good at. I know I'm good at selling me to people that like me.
Right.
That's it. I mean, it's like I do it with stand up. I remember when I got the first Netflix special, I was very proud that I got myself there.
Yeah.
Because you got to get yourself there. Like you get yourself there. That's a lot of people may see that differently when they look at us, but like you got yourself a special on Netflix. No one got you a special on Netflix.
Right.
You did by your stand up.
Yeah.
By your waking up every day and busting your fucking ass.
Right.
And that's something to be proud of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I remember getting Secret Time and I was so proud of myself. I was like, I got myself here. I remember, I think in the meeting, this is going to sound horrible. You know when you say something that's just comes out wrong?
Yes.
I was at Netflix.
Yeah.
And they're congratulating me on my special. And I don't know why I said it, but I was like, I got myself here. And everyone's like, okay. I was like, no. Like, no, like, I wasn't gifted this. Like, I earned this. And it was like a moment. And
it's good that it's a completely insane moment.
It's an insane moment.
It's wildly inappropriate.
Wife's punching me going, just say thank you.
Well, you know what it was? I made a lot of money in mortgages 1 month, and I was like walking around like I was the shit. And then my old boss said, hey, he called me into the office, and I remember I was so embarrassed. He goes, hey, man, act like you've been here before.
Oh, I am not that guy.
God.
I am not that guy. It's my first time, and I'm letting you know.
Yeah, it's a surprise party that you've thrown for yourself.
Yes, all the time.
All the time. What's funny is the migrants are actually the ones that are in the hotels. There was an article, I think it was in the Post, and they're talking about how unhappy they are with the food. They like everything else, but they're basically like, hey, like this one woman goes, we came here, she's a Russian. She goes, we came here to avoid mobilization for the war, said Lila Uzmanov, who fled Russia with her husband. And she goes, we have 3 kids, 16, 10, and 3. We don't want to fight against our own Ukrainians or Russians, same people. She goes, we're grateful to the U.S. government, but complained that the food the city was providing at the swanky hotel turned shelter was less than nutritious. My husband and I have high blood sugar, and the food isn't very good for us. Our kids don't want to eat it. She also added, come here in the evening and you will see a giant pile of wasted food they're throwing out. 90% of the food here isn't eaten. Well, welcome to America. Welcome. This is, you're going to get poisoned. They're going to get, another guy goes, we've been here 3 months. It's only temporary until I can get a work permit and find some work. All I want to do is start working and build a life. He said of the shelter, this is a huge help. It's clean, it's safe, but then he goes on as well to complain about the food. He goes, they're good with the kids, they're very attentive, but he goes, listen, we can't eat the food here. He goes, it's not good. It's not good for our kids. He goes, we don't have a kitchen. The food isn't good for the kids. We would rather make our own food. So everybody, all of these migrants, by the way, these are the most desperate people on the planet at the moment. They have nothing. They have nothing. And their main problem is American cuisine. That's how bad the food is in this country. That's how absolutely terrible the food is in this country. They would rather starve or go hungry than eat the food. And God only knows what we're providing them, by the way. God only knows what they're getting. We're probably giving them Pop-Tarts and fucking chicken nuggets. They are getting what we feed our children. I mean, it's not something that we don't feed our own kids, but they're so horrified, which is, again, it's like, this should wake Americans up. Like, Americans should get woken up by this. They should go, the most desperate people in the world refuse to eat our food. They can't eat the food. They go, this is poison. They go, how is everyone eating this? This is actually poison. And Americans have been so desensitized. And a lot of people have just given up. And when you have a family, you got to feed them. And you got to go to grocery stores. And you got to buy this shit, whatever Tyson fucking churns out or whatever Dole or whatever these companies are doing. You got to buy it. But it's so hilarious to me that people that are here for like 5 minutes eat it and they spit it out. They go, no. This is poison. We can't give this to our children. This is crazy. And, this is like when we dropped those care packages on Afghanistan while we were blowing them up. And we dropped Fun Dip and Pop-Tarts on Afghans. And we were like, go for it. Don't worry about the war. We got you covered. Here we go. And we're just bombing them with Reese's peanut butter cups. And all of those people were just entirely like, what the fuck is it? If you give our food to anyone else, no matter how bad their lot in life is, if you give our food to anyone, they're stunned. They're shocked by it. They can't even believe it. If you bring people over here, and these people aren't from Europe, it's not like they were living in France. They're not wealthy. There's people that lived in an Italian villa. These are people that were ran out of their country by a flood or a crazy government, and they're still going, what the fuck are you giving our children to eat? They care more than people that live in this country about the food. They care more. On Sunday, the Post reported that at least 41 migrants have been arrested on charges including domestic violence at the Roosevelt Hotel shelter on East 45th. This is the food. This is what happens with the food. Well, this isn't good. It's not good when people start beating each other up. You just got here. You got to wait a little bit to start hitting your wife. Your representative, Lauren Boebert, getting frisky. Have you ever gotten a movie theater hand job or a Broadway hand job or a blow job?
I'm just going to get the first time I ever touched a woman's pubic hair was during Batman and Robin when it was in theaters.
In Aurora, Colorado?
In Aurora at the Seven Hills movie theater.
Jesus.
With the girl I was dating, but this is how stupid I was. Most of the time you go in through the top of the pants.
Of course.
It was the summer. I went up the leg like a true 13-year-old boy.
Interesting.
I had no idea what I was doing, and then I remember that was the first time I ever touched someone else's pubic hair, and I was like, whoa!
In the theater through the leg.
In the theater through the leg, completely blew it. Probably could have gotten a lot more had I entered properly.
Was she like, what's happening?
Yeah. She cheated on me that summer with two other guys who both knew what they were doing. So
Jesus Christ.
That was one of those things where you're like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up. But seeing Lauren Boebert do that, you're like, oh, that's a clear you just got divorced move.
Because what's funny about watching elected officials is George Santos is from Long Island. He just lies.
So
we're all liars.
So you know what kind of lie he's going to come with.
Absolutely.
And I know Lauren Boebert's coming from the Western Front, the other side of the mountains, where it's like Garfield County, where you're like, sure, there's Aspen, but then there's also Glenwood Springs,
right?
And there's it's not all Aspen and Carbondale.
No.
It's a lot of small little towns where they shoot guns in order to show joy.
They show that they're happy.
Yeah.
And she was going in. I mean, she's giving him it looks like she's going in. She's going in.
My favorite part about all of this, is when you find out it's a first date.
Right.
Because that's third date, totally fine.
It's a great point.
The first date, you're like, she got into it.
Yeah.
That means, because this is the show.
Yeah.
So they clearly got drinks, probably went to dinner.
Right.
And then headed down to the Buell Performing Arts Center.
Right.
They were probably, in Lodo, downtown, probably having a little, and then they go, and she's just she's hammered, she's ripping a vape.
Yeah.
Pregnant lady asks her to stop. She's like, shut up, bitch.
Right.
And then he's just fondling those tits.
Because he knows, he's like, if I get her liquored up and we go to Beetlejuice the musical, there's no way.
Nothing gets this girl hotter than a Michael Keaton vehicle.
Yeah,
where he's not even in it anymore.
Beetlejuice the musical is just going to get her in the right frame of mind.
Unfortunately, Mr. Mom the musical doesn't open for 5 months.
That does not work.
I could take her to Beetlejuice.
Yeah, and my dick's coming out.
There's got to be not the people next to them, but the people on the opposite side of the aisle just being like, is that woman grabbing that dude's dick?
What's funny is, apart from it being Lauren Boebert, there's definitely just people in the theater going like, who's this piece of shit?
Yeah, and the reveal
that it's your representative.
Remember back in when they did commercials for movies where they would do the audience reaction as they left, where they're like, best time of the summer. If they would have taken those people and been like, did you know that was Lauren Boebert? They'd have been like, holy shit. Like if they would have grabbed that blast radius of who she was around.
Yeah, it's just people being like, we had no idea there was a whorehouse operating at Beetlejuice the musical.
I don't know. She must have walked from Colfax. It was incredible because that no one knew until the news.
That's right.
Maybe even a couple people at the theater maybe knew.
Right.
But most of those people around her are like, who is this slut in this dress?
Just a drunk person acting inappropriately in public, which is not rare.
Now, if I could have informed them.
Yeah.
Informing them that it was Lauren Boebert probably would have been about third on the list.
Yeah.
Because what I first would have done was gone, now that woman's 36.
Right.
And they go, okay. And I'd go, she's a grandma. And they go, okay. And then you go, it's Lauren Boebert. They're like, holy shit.
What's fun about her is that, she is a wild woman. Like her husband and her used to get in brawls. The cops would come.
Which, I mean, dude. Honestly, the Colorado blood in me understands voting for that.
Oh, yeah. You want someone who's going to defend your state the way she defends her car from her husband with a bat.
Yeah. I like someone where it's like, oh, you really are like a Rihanna song.
And what's funny, the whole thing is, what's funny about her is like, she had no interest in politics. She was working at a bar. Some bar called Shooters or something.
That was her bar.
It was her bar. She owned the bar.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is what I'm about. And then somehow she became a congresswoman.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because 13-year-old me.
Yeah.
If I'm making up a woman to jerk off to.
That's it.
I'm watching all these action movies. I'm like, she's got a Lauren Croft.
Right.
A Tomb Raider gun on her leg.
Yeah.
She's just, not taking shit. She'll fight right by your side.
Right.
And then you find out she's just fast and loose.
She's fucking in the theater.
Which, by the way, I would have much rather. My mom made me go to Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah.
In that theater.
Yeah.
When I was like 11.
Right.
If I would have been there, I would have been like, I'm a theater nerd.
Oh yeah. No, if you would watch Lauren Boebert jerk someone off during fucking Beetlejuice, you would have been like, we're never not going to the theater.
I love the arts.
Right.
I love the arts. Right. More funding for the arts.
No, I mean that's amazing that she did that. Get up the TMZ where she responds to it because they did catch her.
Yeah.
And what I like about her is she's just kind of like, hey, now the guy that she's fucking owned like a gay bar.
He owned a bar where they had
drag nights.
He's a Democrat.
Yeah.
And I love that she's like, wow, fuck. She had such a...
But it's also people that are surprised about it. She's like, no, I'm a whore. Yeah, I don't care who... I'll sleep with anyone. It doesn't matter.
You could have been Al-Qaeda. I would have sucked them off in the back.
Right. So here we go. This is Lauren Boebert.
Thanks I know it's, been a rough week. Or has it been?
It's always hard whenever there's gravity put on the voters. I'm here to provide levity and lift burdens off of people. So
hold on, pause this already.
Wait, what?
She's already got hot. She's already got hot girl giving a book report. She's in front of the class. Because she wants to walk up and go like, shit happens. Guy had a hog. with that shoulder showing and that Colorado hat that she looks like she bought at DIA.
She's not a bad-looking woman.
She's hot.
She's hot.
And she probably walked across the street being like, you suck some, you fuck some, and you lose some.
Right, but then now she's got to, like, run that back. It's very interesting.
The gravity, she might as well have given tent fingers.
She's like, the gravity of the situation. This is like when my parents would be like, hey, there was $100 on the mantle. It's not there anymore. I'd be really high. I'd be like, well, the spatial relationship between objects. And
honestly, with inflation and everything going on right now, I think we can understand. Big banks do way worse.
Yeah, right. Let's see this. Lauren Boebert.
What has it been?
It's always hard whenever there's gravity put on the voters. I'm here to provide levity and lift burdens off of people. So anytime that they're carrying mine, it's something that kind of feel deep inside. But ultimately, all future date nights have been canceled, and I learned to check party affiliations before you go on a date. But all in all, it was mostly a lovely time, and I've taken responsibility for my actions. Would love to know how the musical ended, and I encourage people to go and see it. But it was a great time back in the district, seeing voters and.
So how are the voters taking it? How are the voters taking it right now? Are they understanding at this moment?
Yeah, there's a lot of folks who are certainly understanding, and they understand that it was a part of my.
They understand it was hot as shit.
There's a lot of people jerking off to this right now all over the world.
What's surprising is our response to Sarah Palin was an immediate porn parody,
right,
starring Lisa Ann. It was almost immediate.
Right.
It's incredible
that
there is already not a porn parody called like Congresswoman in the Theater.
I would say that if it's not already there, it's in the works.
Yeah, they're filming
absolutely in the works.
Yeah, in the Valley, there's a studio converted into a fake theater right now.
Yeah, it's just if you're not doing that, it's wasted time.
What do you do? They give you this.
It's wasted time. I mean, she is.
That's what's going to bring the world together is more porn parodies of politics.
Of politics.
I want the Hunter Biden crack whore fuck tape parody. I want the Lauren Boebert theater one.
Theater dick parody.
I want Marjorie Taylor Greene at a CrossFit.
Yeah.
You know those like muscle porns?
Yeah,
where it's like,
she's like a CrossFit mom.
Yeah, and it's just like a super jack guy on steroids.
Well, this is like Colorado, being from Colorado, it's like a little wild, and the people that live there like to feel it's a little wild, so this kind of fits into what people do.
It's exactly what it is.
That's right.
It is mini malls built on stolen land.
That's right.
And it's you're only 3 generations removed.
But we walked out of the spider room, and we went to puppy adoption because I said maybe I'll get a puppy.
An animal shelter. Yeah.
An animal shelter. Yeah. Which I got to be honest, and this is a little controversial here, and I don't. I know that it's to help them, and I want everyone to get help, but it is not a real fun way to get a fucking dog, is it? Can we be honest? These dogs are homeless. They're like 4 years old. They're not puppies. The people that are showing you the dogs also look like they need a fair amount of help. I mean, it's just bad. And you sit there and they bring the dog out, and it's very sad because they brought out a husky, and the husky's family returned him because he was getting territorial with a baby. And they didn't have the time. People in L.A. are so goddamn selfish. They didn't have the time to throw a Frisbee with the poor husky, so they brought him back. It's fucking tragic. Yeah. Isn't it really sad?
It's very sad.
And then they brought out a shepherd before the husky, and again,
beautiful dog.
They're beautiful dogs, but they're aloof, and you could tell they've been through it a little.
Yeah.
They've been through it a little. I tend to think of Lady and the Tramp. Where they come out of a nice box and they pop out on Christmas morning. They bring out these like damaged, skittish dogs, and I immediately try to be a little funny, which they don't like humor. They hate humor, these people. She goes, what are the important qualities of a dog? And I said, one that can swallow the most cocaine. That's funny. What's wrong with her? This woman gives me a look. I said, I'm kidding. I'm a comedian. She goes, oh, I'm just joking. But I don't have the time to devote to a puppy, and it's sad. And Because here's the thing about me. I know, this is why I can't adopt anything. I will bring it back. Like, I'm the guy that brings it right back. I'll bring it right back. First sign of a problem. I mean, literally, the first sign of a problem, I will show up with it. And they know that about me, which is why they make every dog sound horrible.
Yeah.
Every dog, because they look at me, they go, he's the guy that brings it back. Dude, every dog, they were like, it might kill a baby. I'm like, I didn't even ask that. They just don't want me to adopt it. Because they know, like, the first sign of trouble, I'm like, you're out of here. He's back. They'll be like, you had him for 6 hours. I'm like, the dog went crazy. He got into something. But it's sad that there are so many dogs out there and they're not cared for. But I can't take on the responsibility of having a dog unless I have the time. And I'm going to travel a lot coming up. We have new dates on the road all over the place. We're in Pennsylvania and Baltimore, Maryland, and we are in Chicago, and we're in Austin, and we're in a bunch of other places. And the dates are on the website, and the website's getting redone, so we're putting stuff. We're putting stuff up little by little. We're trying to get everything out there. But we're going to be on the road, so I don't have the time to really deal with a dog. Right. I don't have the time to really devote myself to an animal. And I got to be honest with you, this is going to sound horrible, and I hate admitting this. I want a purebred puppy who's very cute and very happy. Do you see what I mean? Is that controversial to say?
No, some people just get mad if then you went to like a puppy mill or something like that.
What is a puppy mill?
You know, where they make the dogs, you know, the dogs die, they're all inbred. It's not good. It's really not good.
So you go to a breeder.
Yeah. They're breeding dogs. They're using them to make money off of them. But a lot of time the living conditions aren't that good, and there's so many dogs that need homes anyway, and purebred dogs that need homes.
You're against the purebred. You think people should just get rescues.
Probably.
But they're losers, the rescues. I mean, let's be very honest.
Well, they're...
And you don't want them around your children because many of them will attack your children.
That's true. This is true. If they were beaten and they were homeless and, then yeah, no good.
I think they should make up lies about where the dogs were because the woman was like, we don't know where this dog came from. I'm like, just make it up. Just make up a lie about where it came from that makes me want to adopt this dog.
Right.
But I want a purebred puppy that's from a breeder who's,
I get it. I totally get it. They have a lot of problems. They don't live very long.
The purebred.
Yeah.
Perfect. That probably describes me. I want a dog that I can have fun with for a few years, and then, I mean, how long is your three-legged? Do you have a three-legged dog? How old is it?
Emma is 9 now. Yeah, she's old.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I think she'll live till she's like 13.
But that's absurd.
Yeah.
To me, I get a purebred St. Bernard, 8 years. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to, I just really want a dog, but I don't want to really take care of it. And I don't want one of these mixed breed, homeless baby killers, which is rescue dogs, I believe, are homeless baby killers of uncertain origin. And I'm just wondering why you'd bring that into your home.
I don't know. I know adoptions are way up during COVID, so that's been good. Less animals going to kill shelters. That's good.
What is the kill shelter? I find this interesting.
I believe there's a certain amount of time the dog can be in one of these shelters before then it just gets executed. So if no one wants it after a certain amount of time, they got to make room for more, and then it's just gone.
It's a dark job.
Yeah.
Working in a dog kill shelter.
Yeah.
Who does that? God, that's tough.
That is tough.
That's a tough job.
Yeah.
I still don't want the rescues in my home. Even though it is a tough job, I still think that. Is it should we, and I'm not trying, again, should we maybe outlaw rescuing dogs? Because it's too much of a risk. Do you know what I mean?
In terms of it killing people and babies?
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff?
and just not looking good and everything. Should we maybe not allow people to adopt? Should they go right to the kill shelter? I'm asking questions. I don't really know. You're more of a dog person. I love dogs, but I just want to understand the way this is all supposed to work.
So if your dog gets lost and animal control gets it, it should just go right to the kill shelter, essentially.
Well, I mean, lost is interesting. I mean, it has information on it. It can be returned.
If it has a chip in it, they scan it.
Well, but it does have does it have a collar where it says it's going?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would they do? You don't need to put that dog in a kill shelter. You can return it to its owner.
Yeah. Animal control takes it to an animal shelter and then calls you and says you have to pick it up and then you have to pay money to get it out. I've done that before.
Okay, well then that dog clearly doesn't have to go to a kill shelter.
Right. But any dog that gets lost without a collar or a chip should go to the kill shelter, is what you're saying.
I'm saying this. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think dogs that haven't made the right choices should have to take responsibility. I'm saying when you're rescuing a dog, you're adopting a homeless, mentally ill baby killer, and you're bringing it into your home. When you go to a breeder and you get a purebred animal, you're getting a dog that has a lineage. Maybe their mother or father was a show dog, and you spend money. You spend thousands of dollars. And when you spend thousands of dollars on something, it's better. And you take it more seriously. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I think the problem is the animal shelters are actually the problem because they allow the reason that you have homeless dogs is because you have animal shelters. Do you understand let's walk this out. Homeless. This is where I don't see a flaw here. I really don't. You got this whole thriving business of people selling homeless pets. Mm-hmm. They're slinging homeless dog. Go with me on this, folks. Okay. They got these people in the shelters slinging these drug mules that they find wandering around parking lots. Shut it down. Shut it down, yes or yes. Shut it down. Have the only people that should get dogs are people that can afford to pay thousands of dollars to a breeder for a purebred. And yes, it has health problems, but that's also good to assess how serious you are about owning a dog. Because yes, you're going to get a purebred dog and you're going to have to take it to the hospital all the time. And that means you're serious about owning a dog. If you go adopt a homeless baby killer from one of these, one of these fucking animal shelters, you're like, okay, I just have this. And then what? It's going to become a mutt again.
Yeah, true.
I just am against rescuing dogs. I've always been against it. I don't know why that's a controversial position. It seems like it is propping up a system that is really terrible for both the animals and the people. Why are all these stray dogs around? Why? Because of the homeless dog shelter that makes money. They get money from the state, these people.
Yeah, it's true.
The Humane Society, they get money from the state. And cats, I'm including cats. Cats should never be. Cats should survive on the streets.
Yeah.
They should never be taken into a shelter.
Agreed.
Cats are capable. They were gods. Cats were gods at one time in Egypt. True. And now they're taken into these shelters. It's not right. I don't think it's right. I think if you want a dog, you should take it seriously and not rescue a dog, and go to a breeder and deal with a breeder. If you actually take it seriously, I believe if you rescue a dog, it says something negative about you. You have a God complex. You're trying to fuck it. You may be trying to fuck the animal. Is that what you're trying to do?
Supposedly, a lot of people are.
You said that. You say that a lot of people are trying to fuck lizards now? How do you
snakes.
find these things? You said people trying to fuck anacondas.
Snakes, yeah. There was a video that went viral on Twitter a couple years ago of a guy going at it with a snake in the egg hole. Like just holding it up like that.
Be honest, was it hot?
No, it was strange. It was bizarre. But you can't look away. If it's a 10-second thing, you watch it, you know. There's one on Twitter of a guy having sex with a fish too, like a carp. That went kind of viral.
How often do you watch people have sex with animals?
I mean, those are really like the 2 times.
So you've
that I've
watched
stumbled upon.
Yeah.
I've
Can
never
we
sought
play
it
them
out.
on the show?
No, we can't.
Why?
We get thrown off YouTube.
For playing a man having sex with a carp?
It's bestiality.
Indeed. Interesting. That does seem like we would be removed. But how funny would it be removed? Like you're just in a room of canceled people, and they're like, "How did you get deplatformed?" Some guy's like, "Hey man, I just tweeted a lot of QAnon shit." Another guy's like, I just was retweeting all these crazy accounts or making racist jokes, and I'm like, bestiality, the old-fashioned way, watching a guy fuck a snake. Yeah. But then it fascinates you when people have sex with things they're not supposed to.
Yeah, it is interesting.
It's odd. Something went wrong in that guy's head.
Yeah. Wires got crossed. Something happened.
But do you not understand that those are the type of people that are rescuing dogs? Those people.
It's kind of true.
Absolutely is true.
Yeah.
All the people that work in the shelter were sick people. Let's be very honest. I kid a lot about this. I kid around a lot here because I'm a comedian, but I'm not kidding around about this. I think if you rescue a dog, you are engaging in bestiality. What is the name for somebody who engages in bestiality?
Let me see.
See if there's a singular.
What
is the name for somebody that
someone who engages
in bestiality?
Let's see. Now we're on Reddit, so God help us. Oh, zoophile.
Zoophile. Yeah, you're a zoophile. What a horrible lesson to teach your children, taking them to a homeless shelter to adopt some mutt. What a horrible lesson to teach your children, to say, we're going to go to the shelter and pick up some dirty rat to bring home. What a beautiful lesson to go to a breeder and see a bunch of puppies in a field and say, I'm spending a lot of fucking money for this dog. You better fucking knock it out of the park. With the homeless shelter, the animal shelters, it's easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
That's why they bring these things back, because it's easy come, easy go. Dogs should cost thousands of dollars. They should. Get mad at me if you want, but if you have a dog and you're young, you're not serious about succeeding it. If you really want to succeed and you have a very difficult career and you have a dog and you've adopted a dog, I know you're not serious about succeeding. Truth. It's the reality. I know people that are sweet people, but they go, I have a dog. And it depends on what your career is, but if you really want to light the world on fire, you're really trying to do well, and you have decided that it's more important to have a dog, you're letting things get in your way. You're letting things get in your way, which is fine, but just admit that to yourself. So many people I talk to, like, man, I want to do this, I want to do that, but then they have a dog, and I'm like, dude, you have a dog? That's crazy. You weigh yourself down with things like that, and it just shows that you don't have you don't understand that time is so valuable. That's the problem. You just can't be, So I had 6 dogs before I did the Joe Rogan show. And I afterwards it went well, and I took them all to a kill shelter. 4 of them went to a kill shelter. 2 of them I drowned in the bathtub myself, just because I then started selling tickets and I needed to. You understand? I saw The Many Saints of Newark. Have you seen that movie yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
This is weird. And I don't want to talk about this because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I know that a lot of people obviously I love Joey Diaz, who's in the movie, and I love a lot of the people that are in the movie, right? I mean, the Sopranos is an epic show. Mm-hmm. It's weird the direction they took, to me. I think it's odd. It's strange to me to do a prequel where a huge element of the character that was not at all in the show is brought out. That's weird to me. The prequel to The Many Saints of Newark is about how Tony Soprano got into the mafia. And the entire movie, I don't know if you know this, but is literally, and this is a little fucking, why he was smiling. The entire movie is Tony getting into the mafia because he's gay. And he's trying to hide his sexuality from other people. And he feels the most effective way to do that. And there are sex scenes where Tony Soprano is having sex with men in this movie as the receptive partner. He's taking it in the movie. And people were shocked at this. The whole crux of the movie is that Tony's in an interracial relationship in Newark with a man. This is odd to me because in The Sopranos, there was never a thought that, listen, I'm a gay guy. I think gay cinema is great. But there was never a thought that Tony was gay. So to me, to make his character gay and give him the story arc of having a love interest is very, very strange. And even if you did all of that, the visceral nature of a lot of these sex scenes, I mean, it's really aggressive. It's aggressive. But this is what Hollywood has decided to do. And I'm emailing you right. There's a scene, because you know that I was asked to audition for this.
Oh, you did?
I was asked to audition for this. So I got the script. Mm-hmm. And there is a scene that me and you are going to read from The Many Saints of Newark.
Okay.
And I worry that, again, I don't want to offend anyone that really enjoyed the picture. But I think that it's worth stating how different this is than most of what we've come to expect from David Chase and The Sopranos. Do you have it? Did you get it?
I'm refreshing. There it goes.
Okay, so this is a scene from The Many Saints of Newark. And again, here, don't read it. Read it as you do it. That's what a real actor does. Okay?
Okay, who am I?
You're African-American man. Now, I want you to start. Describe the scene up top.
Okay, you want me to be the narrator?
Yes.
Okay. Tony, a young sexually confused man, explores gender and sexuality with older men in the mafia.
This is weird, right? I mean, let's be honest. Is this not weird? This is not what I thought the movie was going to be about. And listen, I don't do a good Tony Soprano impression. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to do is act and breathe life into the scene. Okay, so let's start.
Okay. Tony is sitting on a bench by the basketball court. He notices a young African-American man playing basketball shirtless. Tony is shy at first, but brings to speak to him.
Well, I don't know why that was written like that. Hey, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm African American, right?
You're the man. Now,
Okay.
this is Tony's at a basketball court.
Yeah.
He's watching an African American man play basketball shirtless, and Tony is sitting there. And I think in the movie he's eating an ice cream cone seductively, but that was added later. Again, this is the many saints of Newark.
Okay.
This is true.
All right.
I'm only laughing because I'm stunned that they went in this direction. Okay, Tony is shy at first, but speaks to him. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm playing ball. What are you doing? Watching you like what you see?
Hey, what you're doing right now with the black hands and stuff, it's not necessary.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do you know what you just did? You're like, I'm playing ball. Black people don't talk like that.
Okay.
Do you see what you did when you
Well,
were
this is
like
like
this?
the 70s. I'm trying to think of how they'd play it. Maybe
Yeah,
it's like
well,
it's groovy.
I think you just really just respect the work.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think we need to start doing a dance.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm playing ball. What are you doing? Watching you like what you see?
Okay, I'm playing ball. What are you doing? Watching. You like what you see.
Watching? You like what you see?
Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Let me ask you something. Do yous have bigger dicks than us? You know, like that's what people say.
Only one way to find out.
You guys must have real brajoles over there, where you come from. I'm Italian. I'm in the mafia. Or at least I will be, but I can't tell anyone that I'm, into men.
I know what that's like.
You do?
My pastor says that gay people go to hell. He calls them $3 bills.
Your church, that's where they do the screaming and everything. Hey, you think anyone is there right now? Maybe we could go over there.
You want to see my church?
I want to see you. Tony pulls the man close to him and they begin making out. Tony is grabbing his crotch. The man seems uncomfortable with all the people around.
Not here. We can have sex in my church.
So this is crazy to me. Then they go have sex in a church where Tony is getting it in the ass. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy.
So is there like a gospel choir and everything, but they're in the back?
No, it's an empty church.
Oh, okay.
And he's just like pounding Tony. And then Tony says, I don't know if I want you. This is a quote from the movie. Tony goes, I don't know if I want you to explode in me, but I also want to taste you. And then the guy goes, well, have you heard of felching? And Tony goes, no, what's that? And the guy goes, that's where I would come inside of you and then suck it out with a straw or something and then spit it back in your mouth. All I'm saying is this was very surprising to me. That's what I'm saying. Again, go see the film, make your own decisions. It's very surprising that they went in this direction. Personally, I mean, the whole thing, when we meet Carmela, like, it's crazy because he's like having sex with guys is weird. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I mean, it is just phenomenal. As we know, a lot of the people in the urban community, the black community, do not trust the vaccine, and I wouldn't either because of the Tuskegee experiment and many of the other problems. We have not, I mean, can we say this? The U.S. government has not been good to the black people? Are we allowed to say that? So many of them are inherently skeptical of the vaccine. So as an outreach to that, our government, who has spent years and years and years lying to people of color and putting them in jail for no reason and all kinds of crazy shit. They have an urban an outreach to people, and this is somebody trying to make them get the vaccine.
During the pandemic, my lifestyle drastically changed. My income came to a screeching halt. You have to understand, I'm a hustler. I'm a legit entrepreneur. I sell things. I come in contact with people all the time. I have to stay safe. I didn't have a choice but to trust the vaccine.
Why does this seem racist? Do you understand what I mean? Why do I start to cringe when he's like, I'm a hustler, I sell things? What are we doing here? Who in Arkansas thought this was a good idea? I'm a hustler, I sell things. I'm not going to say what I sell. It's not your business. I make shit happen. I know a guy. It's like, what is this? Right. What is going on here? First of all, it's also a bad idea because if you're not a hustler, an entrepreneur, you go, I don't need it.
Right.
You're trying to like broaden the scope of people you want to get it. What if there's a guy who goes, so I'm not an entrepreneur at all. I work at Little Caesars. I don't need it. But it seems racist, and I don't know why, but let's finish it up.
All right, let's start it over because it's insane.
During the pandemic, my lifestyle drastically changed. My income came to a screeching halt. You have to understand, I'm a hustler. I'm a legit
By the
entrepreneur.
way, go back.
I sell.
What car is he?
An old Ford Mustang.
It's an old Ford Mustang. Now, he's outside of a building. We don't know what that building is.
TROIS.
That's the end of the bit. We don't know. But he's just posted up on an old Ford Mustang in a parking lot being an entrepreneur. He's not at a desk. He's not in an office. They didn't put him in an office. The state of Arkansas did not put him in an office. They didn't put him in a suit.
No.
They didn't put him anywhere near a place of business. He's in a parking lot on a Ford Mustang giving you advice about the vaccine. Continue.
During the pandemic, my lifestyle drastically changed. My income came to a screeching halt. You have to understand, I'm a hustler. I'm a legit entrepreneur. I sell things.
What do you do?
I come in contact with people all the time.
What's your
I
job?
have to stay safe. I didn't have a choice but to trust the vaccine. 'Cause if you live the type of lifestyle that I live,
Doing what?
you out here in these streets,
What?
hustling, an entrepreneur
Wait a
like
minute.
me, why not do it safely? So I want
If you're out here
everybody
in
to
these
take this
streets
seriously.
hustling, why not do it safely? What is your job? What job description is, quote, out here in these streets? This is from the Arkansas Department of Health. What career is described as I'm, quote, hustling out here in these streets? They're making him seem like a drug dealer. This is literally saying if you are also a drug dealer, get the vaccine. I mean, that's literally what it's saying. They're going, hey, if you sell drugs, you may not think it's important to get the vaccine, but you should. There is, by the way, there is no attempt to make this guy seem like he has a job that anyone would understand as legit. No. His job description is if you are out here hustling in these streets, selling things and coming into contact with people all the time, get the vaccine. What, may I ask, are you doing in these streets? I mean, let's go through this again. I can almost not believe this.
Start over, okay.
Are you sure we're not being trolled? This is real?
Yeah, let's just double check here. Because they were playing it before YouTube videos. Yeah, I was seeing it played before YouTube videos as ads. So
yeah, and they've turned the comments off. I wonder why they've done that.
And it says right here on YouTube, from State Public Health Authority. So.
Jesus, that's crazy. Okay, keep going. This is hilarious.
Okay.
During the pandemic, my lifestyle drastically changed. My income came to a screeching halt. You have to understand, I'm a hustler. I'm a legit entrepreneur. I sell things. I come in contact with people all the time. I have to stay safe. I didn't have a choice but to trust the vaccine. Because if you live the type of lifestyle that I live, you out here in these streets and you hustling, an entrepreneur like me, why not do it safely? So I want everybody to take this seriously. Take a shot at staying healthy.
Take a shot.
Get the vaccine.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was like a gang war at the end?
That's the weird.
Take a shot. Like, should he have went like, take a shot, just like that with the gun, like right to the camera? It seems odd.
I don't believe we're getting trolled because YouTube
Has anyone talked about this at all?
I saw it go somewhat viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
But and then I found it on YouTube, and it played before people's YouTube ads. They were screen recording it and like sharing it on TikTok and Twitter.
God. What are some of the good Southern foods we don't know about? Maybe they're chains, maybe they're not. Maybe it's places that are specific to you.
You know what I miss?
Yeah.
From back home? What do you know about Brahms?
Very little, but I know let me tell you right now. Is it a custard?
Yeah.
Is it a custard? I know it's ice cream.
I believe it's a soft serve.
They have a soft serve and they have regular ice cream.
Okay.
Their burgers are bomb.
See, is it custard?
Are you a custard gal?
I like an Andy's custard. I do like custard.
You like Andy's custard?
I do. Yeah.
Did I just fall in love with my twin?
Yeah, I do.
Your twin brother. What kind of bra? Oh.
Okay, so Brahms is interesting.
Oh, I miss it. I miss Brahms. I think it started in Oklahoma, maybe. Or yeah, I think it did.
You know what it is? It's just a good burger.
Yes. Oh, and I'm not a burger fan. I'd rather have a taco. I'd rather have pizza, everything. But when it comes to a Brahms burger, oh, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
Interesting. We love, me and Ben, there's a place in Montauk, New York, out on Long Island, the furthest point. It's called John's. And they have amazing burgers. It's like what Shake Shack should have been. And they serve them on potato buns, and they're so good. And they have fresh ice cream, like, strawberry Oreo ice cream and coffee Oreo. And John's Driving in Montauk, New York. That's our spot. We love that spot.
Oh, yeah, like that.
It's old school, and it's just, it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Places like that in the summer. There's nothing better in the summer than getting a custard, getting a burger, sitting outside,
That's a great picture, Ben.
Oh,
Could it get a little bit more pixelated, though?
Yeah, I mean, if we ask Ben to work, him and his wife will sue me. So I have to, although Ben, go down. There is a nice one. Go to the left. See that sunset? Get that one.
Yeah.
Montauk has some of the best sunsets in the country. And it's, well, I'm just saying if you're out there. But so Brahms, now, Libby Higgins, do you have a restaurant, a place where you would go and cry? Where would you go? What would you like?
In the whole country?
I loved, you know what I used to love? When I was a little kid, I was an actor. I don't know if you know this, but when I was 6 years old to 12, I was on Sesame Street multiple times. I was in some NYU student films, and I auditioned for a lot of things that I never booked, right? And I would kind of go home sad. My parents would take me out of school. My mother would bring me into the city. I'd do an audition. I'd flub it. I'd fuck it up. And then I'd come back to the Penn Station Dairy Queen. And I would buy a Blizzard. And sometimes I would sit in the chair and kind of cry into the Blizzard while I ate it. And then one time I got something. I was trying to explain to him, and he made the wrong thing. And a sweet Indian man who probably just got to America, he made the wrong thing, and I lost my mind. And I started screaming, and I took it and I threw it in the garbage, but I missed because I'm a faggot. So it hit and it splattered everywhere, and I was screaming, "No! No!" And I threw it, and the Indian guy started like laughing because he didn't know what to do, and I just like screamed it, and then I just looked, and my grandmother was with me, and she goes, "Come on," and she was like, she goes, "I'm ashamed of you." She goes, "I'm ashamed of you." I remember her said that. She just kept saying that. "I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you." And then we went to the Long Island Railroad waiting room, and I just sat there, and I still had like Blizzard kind of all over myself, and I just sat there in tears. Where was that place for you? Where was that for you? Did you have that? Where was that for you? Libby
The
Higgins.
Super Sandwich Shop is what it was called in St. Louis.
Take me there, Libby.
Very small diner, right?
I love it. The Super Sandwich?
Super Sandwich Shop.
Soup or sandwich or super?
Super Sandwich
Super
Shop.
Sandwich Shop. Take us there, Libby Higgins.
It was you can only sit at a counter. Thank you so much, Ben. He saw that I was struggling and rushed.
Well, if he had set the mic up in the
Because I
beginning,
couldn't get any more.
well, if he had set the mic up in the beginning, you'd be fine. But Ben likes to, like his boss, likes to do it on the fly. We don't love prep.
He's really struggling, though. Thank you. There you go. This guy is just the sweetest little angel.
Everyone says that who doesn't know him.
Okay. He heard himself. Super Sandwich Shop in St. Louis on St. Louis Avenue. You can only sit at the counter. My father would take me there a lot, and we got to see him on Wednesday nights because they were divorced.
And Wednesday was his day.
Wednesday was his day. So,
and how many of you would he take to the Super Sandwich Shop?
4 of us.
That's a lot of counter space.
My sister, my little brother, and my older brother.
Everybody in the counter seat?
Everybody in the counter seat.
Christ almighty.
And so then we'd stop at the liquor store to get snacks.
Oh, he'd have he'd want a couple of nips.
He'd get snacks for us. We'd get a honey bun or whatever, but he'd get his snacks.
He'd get his snacks.
Usually a Busch beer.
Little warmth.
And we'd head on home to his house where we'd watch TV.
What would you watch?
Like The Cosby Show, Family Ties. I'm older, so these programs were still okay.
I used to watch them. Why aren't they okay now? Because Bill Cosby went on a few bad dates.
I'm sorry, my headphone was not working. Hello?
The Super Sandwich Shop in St. Louis.
Were you able to find a picture of it?
Well, he's not even look. Why would he look? I mean, he's not even looking.
What was the name of it?
Super
Jesus,
Sandwich
she said it 9
Shop
times
in St. Louis.
You said it 9
It's
times.
no longer there, but I'm telling you.
But
Find a good pixelated photo of it.
Get an old pixelated photo.
Okay.
Is that
Was
it?
this it right here?
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay.
There
Look at it. Look at it.
Wednesday nights.
Wow.
The Higgins family was a family again.
Oh.
Wednesday nights. Gather your brothers and sisters around. We're getting honey buns and a Bush beer, and we're going down to the Super Sandwich Shop because everything's going to be okay. And then we're going to watch Bill Cosby.
And everything was okay.
Right.
We love to watch Knight Rider, too. That was another great program.
Legendary program.
And then my dad would drive us home in his little station wagon, and we'd continue on life the next day.
It's a real Tracy Chapman song. You got a fast car.
He actually had
I got a sandwich shop.
He had a car called Le Car.
Le Car. From where?
That's what it was called. LE space CAR.
That was the brand?
That was, I think it was a Renault.
The model? Le
Le Car. There it is.
Oh my Jesus. Oh my God. That's like a joke.
And
that's
y'all all fit in there?
I would, yes. I would.
Libby,
we weren't always huge. We were small.
Who makes that?
Isn't it
Renault?
Yes. I didn't want to try to say it again.
I mean, this is like.
Never heard of that.
And I would sit in that
up
car
on screen again, Ben.
for hours and pretend I was driving.
What color?
It was white with a black
white
stripe.
car.
That's
Like this one with the stripe?
Yep.
Wow.
I would just sit in it for hours and shift the gears. It was not on. I'd push in the clutch and just shift.
When you were little.
Yep. Pretending I was driving.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
good times.
And when I got older, I switched up to a riding lawnmower.
Is your father still with us?
No, he has passed on.
Okay. Well, that's sad because it's always sad when people leave, but also now you're doing great, and it would be.
Oh, he would love it.
He would love it.
He would love it.
And you painted a nice picture. I felt like I was there.
He would love it.
You know what it was?
It was.
There's something deeply poetic about the times in life where you're making the best of a situation that is not optimal, And in that time, you're doing what you can to get through. And it's very, very, there's something, even though you look back on it, there's something nice about it, even though there's probably some pain associated with it. Because I hear it and it sounds horrible.
Oh, there's lots of pain with
it.
It
sounds horrible to me. Like the idea of it is horrible, and the reality of it is even worse. But then I think back and I go, you know what? You probably had some laughs. You had some fun. You were making the best of it, and that's what life is, really.
Mm-hmm. Well, you also didn't have a choice when you were a kid. It's like you just had to go where everybody took you.
That's a great
we're going
point.
over here. I'm going over here. Okay.
That's a great point.
I'm gonna get molested by my brother. Okay, let's do this.
It is what it is. Yeah. Right. TGIF, thank God it's Friday, huh? Molesting and then Super Sandwich Shop.
Thank
God it's Friday.
The Super Sandwich Shop almost made it all worth it.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Why has there never been a documentary about the dark side of Disney World? They are so powerful. Disney is so fucking powerful. Has there ever been a doc? Have you ever seen anything? I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
I think Banksy did that thing on it.
What did he do?
He went in there to the little children one. It's a Small World After All.
It's a small world.
And he dressed a guy in a Guantanamo Bay outfit, and he hung him or like a roller coaster. He had a hanging Guantanamo Bay prisoner, and he did it with that Mr. Brainwash.
Yeah,
guy,
Americans don't notice. They think it's great. Look, there's a Gitmo prisoner. This is a good ride. I thought this ride was for faggots, but it's good. I thought A Small World was for faggots. I fought my wife, but I didn't know we were going to see Muslims get hung. This is great. That'll make it the most popular ride in the whole fucking place. They love it. Yeah, Banksy hung this Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, it was the longest line at the whole park. They're hanging Muslims in there. It's worth the wait.